The following podcast contains adult themes such as drinking and violence. Viewer discretion is advised.
Practically deafen everybody listening on the channel.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Welcome to Table It, a micro RPG podcast. My name is Tim, and I'm one of the hosts and editor of this production. Table It is an excuse to get my friends, Max, Matt, and Manny, to play micro RPGs with me. We are all interested in game design as well as actual play, so each game will get a review at the end. Stick around to hear our opinions, as well as if we would put the game back on the shelf, or we would table it and play it again later. Today we are playing Breaking Rank by Nell Raban at Nell_do_well. You can find it in the Ultimate Micro RPG book edited by James D'Amato. Today's episode will be GM'd by Matt. So if you want to take it away then.
Hey, I'm Matt. I'm going to be running this game for Breaking Rank. For anybody who's trying to play this game at home, keep in mind that the tags for this game are science fiction, it's an adventurous game, and the content tags are for suspense, stealth, and guilt. Running around this table, we have...
My name is Max. My pronouns are they, them, and I will be playing the adjudicator, whose pronouns are also they, them.
My name is Manny. My pronouns are they, them, and today I'll be playing Rock Hard Dick. He, him pronouns. Thanks for asking.
Hi, I'm Tim again. He, him. I'll be playing Luke. Pronouns are he, him.
Okay, now I just feel bad for whoever has to go after Manny. Because that's getting the Warburton treatment.
I mean,
today.
if we're gonna do voices, I think Luke talks like this all the time.
You can't keep it up
You're
this entire
solid.
game.
I can keep it up this entire game.
No, you can't.
my
this
God.
is now a bet. Who's going to break first?
He is the Senate.
Well, it sounds like Manny broke first. We're good to go.
Oh, I'm good. Good.
Oh my god.
This is gonna
Alrighty.
be a great game.
One of the best parts about this is on the gameplay section of this game, the facilitator starts the game by reading this aloud. You were all loyal to Sumriel once, before you saw the truth of its evil ways. You've chosen to defect, taking with you the skills you learned and the gifts that you cherish. There's only one thing left to do before you can start your life over. Go to the Hall of Records and destroy your own dossier, which contains everything the Sumriel Dominion knows of you and your service. It wasn't easy, but you're in. There's a stillness in this empty corridor, but there are more obstacles ahead. Learn the location of the dossiers and make your way there so you can do what must be done. At this point, open the game up to the players. Have them solve problems related to learning the dossier's location and getting there. So, I'm actually dropping a very badly drawn map on the table,
A map.
with a couple of X's to describe what you see. You've made it in. You're in some form of atrium, storage room. You're not really certain, but you've made it into this corridor. It's blank, it's musty, it's dim and gray, and of course it's fluorescent lighting. I mean, what else are you going to get in this kind of facility? There's a single door to your left and a double door ahead of you. You're in the Hall of Records. But where's the actual records room?
Are the doors labeled in any way?
These doors are not.
I think Luke is going to check the door on the left for traps.
Alrighty. That's going to be an action. Anytime you take an action, you roll 2d6, and a 6 is a success. If you have any skills that apply to this roll, checking the door for traps, you're a sentinel, right?
Uh-huh.
What would you say you have for skills? Because each of you has 3 skills related to your career that you picked earlier. What 3 skills did you pick?
I picked awareness, tactics, and fighting.
Awareness, tactics, and fighting. What, of those 3, do any of them fit checking the door for traps?
I feel awareness would.
Okay, so you get an extra die for that. Now here's the next cool bit. You're going to be rolling 3d6, and you need at least 1 6 to succeed.
Yeah.
Do you have any gifts Of the 3 gifts that you wrote down earlier, would any of those gifts help you check this door for traps?
I have a map, a ancestral weapon, I believe it's a sword, and a watch. So I don't think any of those will help.
All right, so you're stuck rolling for a 6.
That's all right. I've got 3.
If any of your gifts apply towards getting this, it increases your success range by 1. So you will succeed on a 5 to 6, up to a maximum of 4 to 6. Same thing goes with your skills. If more than 1 applies, you can get extra dice up to a total of 4.
Okay, so I will roll 3d6 to check the door for traps.
Yep.
I have rolled a 3, a second 3, and a 2. Those do add up to more than 6.
I like your thinking,
Altogether,
but that door is definitely trapped.
It's, I see what you're doing. You're saying that the door is trapped because I rolled really low?
Luke is 100% certain this door is trapped.
All right, so the pair of you see, I assume we're together, of course, right?
yeah, we're all 3 of us.
You've dropped in together.
And we all know each other from beforehand? We're
This
working
is-
together?
presumably, right?
There's nothing in the game written about that. My impression is that the 3 of you have decided to defect together. You have
Okay.
a better chance of getting in, achieving your objective, and getting out in one piece if you work together on this.
All right.
You don't need to stay together afterwards, but this job must be done for you all to be free.
So Luke kneels down next to the door, puts his face near the bottom of the door to look under it, and then says, I think I see a tripwire.
What is behind us? Like, how did we get into this room, I guess is what I'm asking, based off of this map here.
This room, everything that is behind you on this map doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's, if you think of it in a stylized movie, that's the dark room that you emerged from.
Got it. Okay.
We're cutting in the middle of the action. We are mid heist. You guys have you're dropping your harnesses as you're walking into the light.
Oh, God, that's
Cool.
hot.
That's sick.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think, adjudicator? Straight ahead or left? Which way are we going?
Remember, Luke just told you that left door is trapped.
Yeah. Well, Luke is one of the best in the business. At least, hopefully not for much longer, but for now. I trust his judgment. Let's go straight.
Sounds like a plan.
Who's through the doors first?
One of my skills is leadership, so I think that should be me.
Delegation.
No, I was thinking I would lead from the front and
All right.
go in first. Unless you have a strong feeling that you'd like to.
Take it away, Captain.
Luke will cover the back.
Alrighty. Going straight through the door. How do you open it?
It's a big double door.
It's
right?
a big double door.
Any windows through the door?
Nope.
No signs. Is it locked? No locks. I think I would listen at the door first.
It's so wild to me that the moment a grid map comes down, I'm just like, where's my 10-foot pole?
You put your ear up against the door. You don't hear anything.
Okay, I
In
think
fact, you can hear something, but it's the never-ending hum of the HVAC system. Vent foo is a thing that at least one of you is good at, as well as the electrical hum of the never-ending fluorescent lighting system that all facilities like this use.
Yeah. I think there's nothing for it. I think I'm just going to come in, slice the pie and through the door.
Through the door. Door breaks open.
Breaks open.
Busts open. I'm trying to be evocative with
Okay.
my wording here.
It opens violently.
It is a violent push open. And what winds up happening,
I thought we were being sneaky.
Well, yeah, I mean,
you were.
kind of.
And if
But-
there's nobody alive to tell the tale, then you guys have never been found, right? The room is much bigger. You see another double door with 2 guards standing beside it. You slice the pie, you come straight in.
Mm-hmm.
You're now staring 2 guys in the face.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Yeah, they're going down. So, I mean, we're here to do some business, right?
I
I
mean,
think so. I do have a question. Are our gifts the only equipment we have, or?
Oh, I made a huge assumption that I have like a gun or some shit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
That's one of the best parts. It's not written in here. I'm under the impression that you guys have Schrodinger's inventory. You
Okay,
have
great.
Guybrush Threepwood's pockets.
Okay.
I better get out my rubber pulley with a chicken attached to it.
Exactly. It's because it's not a gift. It's not going to apply any advantages or
Okay,
disadvantages.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
Right.
But this,
So this
is
is very Bugs Bunny. We can pull stuff.
I mean,
out.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Within reason, obviously.
I'll be digging more into that in the review. But that's the way I'm going to treat this game.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Have the guards noticed us yet?
Yes.
One of you very
Imminently.
specifically.
They're about to notice me, for sure.
Okay. Well, as the adjudicator busts in, you said we heard the HVAC. I would like to shimmy into the ducts and enter the room above and kind of like crawl to get to the other side of the room from the ductwork above.
Okay. I'm going to give you a chance to walk that back. Do you want to wait until Hardick is up into the vents?
Yeah, if that was an option. Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will do that.
All right. So we're going for vent foo here.
Yeah.
Actually getting into the vents and making sure they'll hold your weight. I will call that an action.
An action.
You-
Okay.
Did you actually have vent foo as a skill?
No, but I have infiltration.
That's
very relevant.
That's vent foo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Cool.
even got filtration in the name of it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So that's 3d6. Do you have any gifts that would help you either test the vent for your weight, silently pull the grating down, or help you climb up?
Now go with me on this.
It's the GM's job to say yes and or
Okay.
no but. So
Okay. I have a flask from my grandfather that he always took on every mission, and it was his lucky flask. And he never, died, I guess. I mean, he's still around. I don't know. But I want to take that out and take a swig for my grandpa as good luck, as like my own little like pre-mission good luck charm. Does that give me an advantage? A little nip of whiskey.
I'm going to say for this instance no.
Okay.
However, you have just told me what is in the flask.
Okay.
You have whiskey in there.
Mm-hmm.
And you never know.
All right. So
It might not be just a flask. Remember, you're a legacy.
I am a legacy. We'll see.
All right, enjoy your.
So 3.
And there's no way we can help each other.
You can totally help each other. That's actually one of the things they put in here.
I would
Group
love.
actions.
I would love to give you a boost.
Yeah,
Players
maybe
are
we make
encouraged to work
hands-
together, especially in difficult situations, by adding their skills and gifts to one base roll.
Okay.
Each should narrate how they contribute to the overall effort.
Okay.
I feel like I could add tactics to your. We're making a pincer movement, albeit vertical, to the potential situation up ahead. At this point, we do not yet know there are people ahead, but
Right.
we assume that there might be.
So is this a recon mission? Like,
No.
do I need to go in and scout out and then come back, or just
No.
go
I
and
think
let
we're
you
going
guys
in,
in?
yeah.
I think this is us going in. We already decided we're going in. I don't think you can come out. Oh, there's guards over there. We already know there. There's a point in time where you're walking through where the adjudicator is walking through the door. We can't take that moment away.
Okay. So I think maybe the way to stack this is like you suggest me going through the vent while adjudicator busts open the door, and if there is anyone, one of us will get the jump on them.
Yep.
Okay, I like that. So is that 4?
So we have... You offered...
Tactics.
Yeah.
One skill of tactics.
So that is an extra die.
Okay.
So you're up to now your maximum of 4d6.
All right.
Great.
Did anybody have a gift that is going to help?
Not me.
Okay, so you are still.
I could potentially
Would your
argue
umbrella
for a
help?
map. This is a map of the building and not a more general map of an area that I sort of initially thought it might have been.
Okay. I want to ask you one question.
Uh-huh.
You said this map was from your spy friend
Yeah.
who worked for a different agency.
Ooh.
Double agent situation.
Perhaps. So
Does Luke know how the spy friend got their hands on this map?
I don't know. I don't think Luke has betrayed the agency up until now. I think Luke met an agent, realized that they were an agent, and then had feelings. So I think that the map that he got from her, she acquired of her own volition, albeit it might have been from a different double agent. It might have been from someone sneaking into our base and drawing it out or something.
Mm-hmm.
Cool spy techniques. That's my thinking.
Sounds good.
I don't think Luke acquired it beforehand.
So this map you think has the vent picture that it has the filtration, not just the floor plan?
Potentially, yeah.
So it's a full blueprint, not just a...
So because it's a playing card deck
Mm-hmm.
that has the map printed on it, this is something given to spies.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it might have points of entry marked out on it.
Ooh,
Sounds good.
that.
Yeah, I like this. So this is 4d6, 5 or better.
Okay.
Awesome.
Here we go.
What'd you roll?
I got a 6, and a 3, and a 4, and a 2.
So
1-6.
the best part is the way this is rolled for, anything below your highest number does not matter.
Great.
Okay.
So it's not about rolling so many 6s more than 1s or anything like that. It's just, do you hit the success mark or not?
Cool.
You successfully get up, you can get in, and you can spot check and recon. You guys now have you now have the advantage of intel that you can pass along via spy shenanigans as we see fit.
Tapping on the vents, like Morse code on the vents.
At this point, the flashback ends, and we cut back to the adjudicator having just burst in the door, staring down these two faceless guards.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Riot gear and shotguns.
okay. I bust in and immediately lift up my name badge, which I'm sure I have some kind of badge or description of me and my role. And I say, "Urgent business, gentlemen, let me through."
That is straight up an action.
Yeah.
Because this. All right. So 2d6.
Okay.
Do you have any skills that you're applying to this?
I have 2, maybe even all 3, depending on how it goes. But convincing is
Okay.
my top skill, for
Okay.
sure. And leadership.
All right, that's 2 for That's 2 for sure. That definitely apply.
And then
your
the third one
was-
is negotiation. So that might be pending whatever they do.
that one would be pending, but you can only top out at 4 dice.
Oh, okay. So 4 it is.
Yeah. So you're already at 4 dice.
Great.
Do you have any gifts that are going to apply here?
No, I don't think these guys necessarily care that I'm like a ancestral noble person of some
Yeah.
description. And the suicide pill and the saber are not visible. So
Yep. So 4d6, you need a 6.
Yeah.
all right, I rolled a 6, a 4, a 3, and a 1.
They both back off to hold into their guard positions. One reaches up and scans his badge, which is what causes the sliding doors to open. You now have a clear path through.
Awesome.
Cool. Here's a question.
I flank you bodyguard style.
Yeah, for sure.
Should I keep going through the vents or should I swoop down?
Keep going through the vents.
Events for sure.
I love that. It's just like,
I don't think this particular game is a comedy just yet, but I do think it would be really fucking funny if, like, they let me through and then, like, a second later, they just hear, like, bang, 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 bang. Because it's real fucking loud.
And like that, this game's a comedy.
No.
Just because it's a comedy doesn't mean you can't have serious moments.
so,
No, you succeeded on your infiltration. You know how to do it without it making a ton of noise.
I was going to hop down and like take the guards out, but I'm glad we did this without killing.
I agree.
What's that bit about? There are usually two different ways to play TTRPGs and video games where you have to stealth. One of them is no bodies for the guards to find, and the other one is no guards to find the bodies.
I'm a huge fan of El Dorado, so both is good.
One of them.
You make your way into it feels like a dead end. There are file cabinets along the right-hand side of the wall, and there's 3 doors to your left.
File cabinets in front of us?
No, immediately just lining the right-hand side of this little hallway.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So we're looking for our...
There is one painting perfectly on the end of the hallway.
What's this a painting of? Is there a person in it?
Yep.
Do we know the person?
This person is the Sumerial Dominion's equivalent of M. This is the division head.
No, I have a question for you, Matt. Our goal is to find and remove our dossiers.
Find and destroy your
Yes.
dossiers. Nobody will be able to find you by paperwork after this.
Now, I have a sneaking suspicion that these filing cabinets are probably too low security to just have our dossiers in them.
Well, yeah, that's correct. Your dossiers are hidden in the records room.
Okay.
You've learned this. You know the records room is in the Hall of Records.
And we'll know the records room and our dossiers when we see it.
Yes.
Okay. You're not going to be like, you forgot to grab the dossiers out of the filing cabinets. Like so clearly described in room 3.
Part of the reason I keep saying it like this is just to see the way you guys want to play this game.
Okay.
And it's a lot of fun for me to just follow along and yes-and your decisions and questions.
Okay.
Is there anything else in this room other than the filing cabinet and the painting? Like any furniture, closets, anything like that?
3 doors on the left-hand wall.
And the guards do not follow us in, correct?
Correct.
Door shuts behind.
The door slides shut, and it sounds almost like an airtight seal. You hear it hiss.
It locks, and they had to badge
slide
through.
close.
Okay.
All right. I totally believe there's something behind this painting.
Oh, 100%.
Yes. Before we do that, can I take out my disguise kit and do myself up like M or the division head, whoever this is?
Yes. Someone get a note card for me, or just like a tearaway piece of paper. This is not a thing that the game talks about, but I'm gonna put this in as a delayed action.
Okay.
Okay.
Something that the game. Just go ahead and write it on there that you're doing that.
Okay.
So we have a reminder that this happened. Something that the game puts in here is note that no skill or gift grants an automatic success.
Right.
So,
Cool.
you're going to roll for how well you did it, but you're not going to roll now. You're going to roll when it matters.
Okay.
Got
So, I guess my question, maybe for you guys, is should I...
Other options will apply for like helping you out later
Yeah.
for when the roll comes.
Yeah, because like one of my skills is disguises and infiltration.
Yeah.
Maybe underworld. Well, we don't know much about this guy. But I was thinking if I could like, I don't know, real quick do a latex mask of him or something like
Well,
that.
I
Okay.
would assume that that's part of your disguise kit.
Oh, that would make sense.
Like you just
I did-
have made
Yeah.
a mask of what's his face?
We cut back to Ocean's 11 screens go
Yeah, yeah.
and start wiping to where we're planning for the heist and like cut to me like pouring latex in a mold of like the division head's face.
We're watching this happen in the picture-in-picture as you guys are deciding your next move.
Yeah, real Blades in the Dark shit.
Okay, so on the topic of the face of the division head, I think I'm gonna tug at the picture frame and see if I can open this door, 'cause it's got to be a door. My brain says it's a door.
All right, I actually have to roll for this because that sounds too cool.
And if it doesn't open, I'm cutting the face off.
It does not open.
I'm cutting the face off.
It sticks.
Like the frame sticks or
The face. He's cut your. If I'm hearing you right, you're cutting the face out of the picture.
My head, there's. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I walk up, I tug at the frame because I assume there's something behind it.
And the frame sticks.
The frame is locked to the wall in a way that I can't even adjust it.
No.
Then I'm going to cut the painting out of it enough that I can see behind it.
Okay. So here's the coolest part. You said you were cutting specifically the face.
Yeah, sure.
You cut around it and it falls away halfway and just dangles, like folded.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As you're trying to pull, you realize there's actually 2 points that were holding it. And if you pull the pieces and so on and so forth, you realize it's where the eyes were.
So there was...
You tug just a little bit harder, and it rips the facade away from the camera.
The 2 eyes are cameras.
Correct.
Okay.
Shit.
Are they on? Can we tell?
Imagine they don't have blinking red lights.
I'm going to joke at
red
this point that I'm
lights.
colorblind, so the lights are just gray.
Yeah.
But
But we know enough to know that they're on and functional.
you are infiltrating the records room of the best spy agency ever.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's pretty safe to assume that they're on, but there's no actual notification to say they're on or shut off.
Right.
And you don't have a hacker friend.
Right. None of us picked Artificer or whatever.
No. Could I say that I have a can of spray paint?
Well, obviously, what good spy and infiltrator would not have a random can of neon green to tag people and let them know they were there?
No. This is the blackout cameras. So I'm gonna do a quick psst, psst over the lenses to black out cameras as we do our business in this room.
Sounds good.
I want so much that Blades in the Dark thing where you can be like, and previously.
Well, that's
I
exactly what
prepared
we're
blah, blah,
doing.
blah.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Essentially, that's what it is.
There is no mechanic in here about handling flashbacks,
Yeah.
but that is way too fun. And the idea of having Schrodinger's pockets,
Yeah.
Guybrush Threepwood's inventory level,
Yeah.
you have access to whatever you want to make the game worthwhile. Just mechanically, it's not going to affect your rolls.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I will point out that is a personal preference, not a rules as written.
Yeah, right. Understood.
okay. Mask removed, eyes covered. Do you want to start opening these doors?
I was actually going to start looking at the filing cabinets. Just like, I assume they're labeled. Mostly locked.
Only about 1 in 3 is locked, and not a single one of the drawers or the folders in them are labeled.
Okay.
This is a bad filing system.
Yeah, it's a really bad filing system. I'm going to grab one and spot check what's in it. I just want to start grabbing a couple and just taking a look at what they are.
As soon as you open it up, you start to see dates. You see those typical typed out wordings and then 7 lines of black. The word "the" is in the middle of that 6th line.
Redacted.
It's all redacted except the word "the" on one of them.
You
Or
flip
on
through.
all of them.
You flip through, and it keeps going. It's redacted file after redacted file after redacted file. Some of them you get about half a sentence about the great black, 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 black.
Completely useless as filing cabinets.
Why even have these here?
I don't know. It's almost like you've infiltrated the Hall of Records.
These records suck. All right, I'm gonna open the middle door.
Middle door it is. You open it, and it's a stairway down with a sharp left turn.
Are there? Is it dark? Are there lights?
There's lights,
Okay.
but you can't see past the corner until you walk down.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, we can either check the other 2 doors or we can go down the stairs.
I keep lingering on these files. If most of them are locked and most of them are heavily redacted, do the remaining words that are left visible, like especially if there's only 1 or 2 per page, do they spell anything? Like if I were to look at them, or are there too many files and not the right order? Do you see what I'm going for?
I have an idea, and I'm going to make this an action roll.
Okay.
So 2d6.
Yep.
Do you have any skills that would help you discern the hidden patterns?
This one I would say no. I'm not an agent. I'm not an artificer.
Is anyone helping with this?
I started to say I have Underworld as one of my skills, so I think that like cracking codes might be part of that.
Sure. And infiltration
so
too.
And I have infiltration too, so that could both of those be used to help them out?
I could see Underworld, like
Okay.
your contacts who've helped you learn to crack codes, and you're passing on their knowledge. I could see that one working. Infiltration, not so much.
Yeah.
Disguises? Could I use it if they're disguising the code?
I like the enthusiasm,
Nice work,
and I
Stretch
appreciate the
Armstrong.
attempt.
Nice work, Stretch Armstrong. No, this is a long shot. We'll
Yeah.
go with the 3 and see how it goes.
Any gifts that you want to try to apply to it?
No, I don't think any of these apply either. My gifts are all very cool, but not really super applicable to
Mine
a lot
too,
of situations.
yeah.
I should have been more general. Okay. Ooh. And this isn't reduced difficulty at all, right? It's got to be 6
It's
or...
got to be 6.
That's a fail. 5, 5, and 4.
Oof, so close.
If I'd had the reduced difficulty, I'd have got it, but...
Yeah.
You don't see anything. You don't see any pattern you can recognize. These are just redacted files, and
Okay.
it's as far as you can tell. This is literally these are the files that we can't keep.
Mm-hmm.
The files that don't actually exist. That's why there's no filing system to them. You can tell they are actually in dated order as you go through. And you have to assume that there's some reason that the specific ones are locked, but there's no pattern beyond these are the missions that never happened.
Right. Okay.
So here's what I'm thinking.
God damn it.
Right. So I think we're on a ticking time bomb here. Like we know they're watching. All right. So should we run down the steps, or should we take a moment to try to break into the locked safe filing cabinet?
We could split up and cover more ground.
It's a great idea.
Oh, no.
Let's all split the party. I'm sure we won't meet a dragon down here.
I can't imagine there's a dragon in the Hall of Records.
I've seen things.
Things you wouldn't believe.
1,000-yard stare.
My vote's on we go down.
I'm always a fan of going down. Let's get it, kids. And he charges down the stairs. Yeah, I think I'll head down the stairs.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tracks.
Rock Hardick leading.
Yep.
God damn it.
Whee!
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I do want to stop before the turn, so I don't want to like barrel around the turn like Han Solo. in the
We're
Death
checking
Star.
corners.
Yeah, checking corners, like doing the whole like pull out the gun. Backs to walls and stuff.
Spy themes playing.
Dun 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 dun. I don't know what that was. Anyway, yeah. So, do I see anything as I turn the corner?
That was as you turn and check the corner. The stairs down continue. They just do a 180
Okay.
Oh, so it's like
to another door.
A floor below.
Yep.
okay. Check the door. Is it locked?
Yes.
I pull out my lock picks.
Nice.
And I'm going to infiltrate this door with a skill I learned when I was infiltrating the underworld.
Sure.
So I'm hearing 3d6 and a 5 to 6 success.
Yeah. So 3d6, 5 to 6 success. Anyone else have anything that could help?
I could time you with my watch.
Does that work?
Man, my gifts suck.
Like,
I should have
hey,
picked other
Luke,
ones.
let's see how quick we can do this.
Oh, no.
Time me.
Oh, my God.
Does that work?
You know,
doesn't
just
help
for the
you.
sake of funny, I will take that.
Oh, no.
This
All
is
right,
now
so
a
it's-
competition. You are trying to break your own records to get through
Oh,
this door.
fuck, I love this.
That's
this
really
is
good,
so
actually.
good.
4 to 6.
4 to 6. All right.
On my mark.
I got a 6, a 4, and a 1. That
Nice.
bitch just pops right off there.
What was your previous record for popping a lock?
Oh, it's like 30 seconds.
That's a long time.
I don't know.
Lockpicking lawyer videos are usually like a minute 30, and a minute of that is going like, so this lock is created by this person, and
Oh my god.
Let's say 15 seconds was my
Nice.
my best time.
click on 1, we'll click on 2, and we're in.
Nice.
You got it in 15.2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Door opens to two guards holding old school leather shields and batons,
What?
charging.
They're running.
How old school are we talking here? They're like Roman centurions.
Well, considering
Leather shields?
hear me out. We have a gladiatorial sword. A gladius is an ancestral weapon.
Yeah, that's mine. Yeah.
This is the Shadowrun equivalent of the James Bond 90s spy feel.
Okay.
Magic exists.
Oh fuck.
So,
All right.
So they're charging at us.
They're charging you.
You're. I assume
These
on,
are- this
on your
is-
knees. Just finish. Like,
Oh yeah.
Just like
Definitely on my knees.
I'm gonna jump you, and I'm gonna get in the way, and I'm gonna do a little fighting. I'm gonna knock these boys down.
All right, you're going for fighting?
Going for fighting.
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 So 2 dice just normally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna add 1 for fighting.
Yep.
Could I add 1 for tactics?
I will let you add one for a lack of tactics in the way this started. And you
Okay.
recognize that.
All right, that's fair. And then I'm also going to lower the difficulty by 1 using my ancestral weapon I got from my father.
Okay.
So skills max are give an extra die, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Gifts allow you to lower the difficulty.
If anyone's gift allows them to help, not necessarily by handing it over, but by taking part in the group action, as it were.
I'm gonna take a sip of my whiskey and spit it in the guard's face to blind him.
Don't forget you have your disguise on.
I don't think I put it on.
Oh, you just made it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. You'd made it in the back. We heard this.
Mm-hmm.
When you want to use it is when you're making that roll for the disguise.
Yeah, I think if they're like running at me, I can't be like, hold on a minute, gentlemen.
Well, I thought you were already wearing
Slip
it.
Yeah.
So you could have
Yeah.
been
We were
like,
under-
oh, I'm the leader of this.
And I'm just casually picking locks. It's a fun hobby. This is my bodyguard and my other bodyguard.
Yeah, and it's at the same time, that's effectively the way I was reading it, is you'd technically already put it on.
Okay.
So-
So
It's just kind of, it's once again Schrodinger's disguise. Are you wearing it? Are you not? We don't know until you want to use it.
Got it.
Okay. All right, so I have a 5 to 6 as a victory condition, as well as
Four dice.
4 dice. Okay.
I was planning, if this is going to be Fight City,
Yeah, I think
I was
don't
going to
think we
make
have
you
much of a choice here.
fuck around and find out.
What fuck around and find out is the name of your umbrella sword.
It is.
Gotcha.
So joining in and making it a 2-on-2 rather than a 1-on-2
Correct.
2-on-1.
I'll be right behind you.
Nice.
That would give you a 4 to 6.
So 4 to 6 is my success. I'm rolling 4 dice.
Here's my question for you.
Yes.
When you're swinging the gladius,
Yeah.
how are you swinging it?
So I think Luke is trying to not kill people these days. That's the big reason of why he's quitting. If these guys give him enough of an opportunity in their lack of skill to allow him to potentially knock them out or knock them down or make them surrender, he'll take it. If they do not offer him that opportunity, I think he will kill them.
All right, I'm going to ask you to remove a die because you are giving yourself difficulty as part of following your wish.
That tracks.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I rolled a 6, a 5, and a 3.
Ooh.
yeah.
Nice.
You bring them down. The guard charging you, these guys are in ceremonial armor. This is the ancestral, like, their job is to be there, look pretty, but they are good at what they do. That baton comes around. He starts trying to use it, and you just twist the Gladius right around, get his arm up around, throw him down, and just straight punch to the back of the head. He's out.
Clunk.
You look over to your left as the adjudicator is pulling Find Out of the spinal cord of the other guard and wiping it on their pant leg.
I didn't have a rule about no murder.
Was that okay?
That's fine.
Okay.
Except I don't think it would be the spinal cord. I think they might just... I think their approach would be very clean and very neat. And I think they would just... over the neck. Which is very clean, like decapitation. Content warning for decapitation in this episode.
Here's a question. Are their uniforms the same as the guards we saw upstairs?
No.
Oh, is this like a Forgotten City? Are we going back in time?
Interesting.
The guards upstairs were wearing... Those guys looked like the blank-faced SWAT gear uniform. We are here to be big and bulky and angry.
Okay. And these guys are like Roman centurions?
A step sideways from that. This is the ceremonial armor that the Sumreal Dominion orders their officers to wear.
Okay.
Like specifically for dress occasions and the like.
All right, kids, I think it's time for a Wookiee gambit. Who wants to don these armors?
It took me a second to figure out what you meant by Wookiee gambit.
I believe Luke will sigh and start undressing the man that he just knocked out.
I will start undressing the one that the adjudicator killed, and I was like, "You want to be the Wookiee or the Gambit?"
Whichever you need.
His name's Han Solo.
All right.
Sure thing, Luke.
Yeah, so
how does this go? One of you guys are in armor.
No, we're in armor.
We're in armor? Okay.
Yeah,
You're
and
dressed
I'm
as the leader.
Well, I was going to suggest that like you guys were like taking me to the leader or whatever. Like if we get in, like if we meet any more people, it's like, oh, high security prisoner, someone defected.
Yeah,
we've got to take him down to the.
That could
is
work.
what I was thinking.
into it.
Yeah, and so that's disguise, infiltration, underworld.
Disguise and infiltration for sure.
For sure, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, you only ever need 2 skills on a check.
Mm-hmm.
You always need to get all 3 in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've drawn off what the room you just entered into looks like. And I'm realizing now I very poorly used the piece of paper because I drew a door a single square away from the edge. So we're going to pretend that you guys don't have that knowledge.
Okay.
I go to that door.
It's fake.
It's a broom closet.
That's the thing.
I could use that.
You now have a corpse
That-
and an unconscious body.
Well,
There's 2 doors, one to either side, and what looks like an unmanned desk against the far wall.
so I think
2 naked bodies, by the way.
Yeah. It's
All
some
the-
real
it's like-
Hitman 3 shit.
So,
straight naked or down to underclothes?
Probably down to underclothes.
Down to
Oh, well, I
underclothes.
don't know if they're wearing like
It's
a
their
sidestep
underpants.
of like Roman centurions.
It's their underpants.
Yeah, I guess. Like they probably still have their leather.
So it's the
Little underwear.
so it's the A-line tank and the
skivvies.
white and
Yeah.
heart
Little
yeah,
skivvies.
boxers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
the white crew socks.
well,
Yeah.
we got to do a classic dumpster bondage front to back or front to front tie 'em up.
Yep. Hitman 3 situation. We pull him to the side. There's invariably a broom closet.
Actually, no, one of
nearby.
them's dead. Tying his friend to would be very, very traumatic.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I was going to
One of
let you
them-
fully describe it, and then let you know what you've just done as we close
No.
The boxers
closet.
of one of them says like Friday, and we pan to the desk calendar, and it's like Monday.
Oh, no. Gross.
You don't know how long their shift is.
Yeah.
Days
That's fair.
long. Anyway, yeah.
Clean kill, 1 corpse,
Uh huh.
1 unconscious person.
Yeah.
One is the unconscious. The unconscious person is tied up and thrown behind the desk.
Okay.
There's 2 doors and the desk.
Is there any identifying like objects on the desk, like a nameplate or like
There's what looks to be
computer?
3 pads.
Pads of paper, iPads.
Just pads on the desk. One to the left. If you were to be sitting at the desk and looking out at where the stairs came down, there's a pad to the left, a pad to the right, and a larger rectangular pad in between the 2.
I put my hand on the one on the right.
It glows.
Does that right hand door open?
No.
Hey, Luke, you want to try that door?
Luke will walk over and give the door a tug.
Is it unlocked?
Yes.
All right. And then I take my hand off. Let go of the door. Now try it again.
We could just go through the door. We have places to be.
Does it lock when I take my hand off?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know what this does, but it's real fun.
As you go to like just pat your hands back and forth, there's a moment where your hands both wind up on the 2 pads on the side. The one in the middle slides open and up slides a tablet. With information as well as lock, unlock, locate with several different rooms listed on it.
Hey, guys, why don't you come over here? So say that again. What is on the tablet? Just
It seems like a directory almost.
okay.
Letting presumably like the receptionist like lock and unlock and open doors and direct people to whatever.
It feels like you're almost in the. It feels like a reception area, but this is already. You can tell something's not quite right about the Hall of Records at this point. In fact, you double check your point of entry cards.
Yep.
And they're not making sense for where you are.
Ah, yes.
Something's a little bit off right now, and you're not quite certain what.
Is there anything behind the reception desk? Like a door or
No,
it's just like wall with a desk in front of it?
as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Can I look through the registry and see if anyone else is like in the Hall of Records? Other than like guards or anything, if there are any like higher ups down here?
It looks like the last time the Hall of Records was accessed was 5 days ago.
Is
So
that
the guards that were
significant?
present in the room were not accounted for.
Or the Hall of Records or the Room of Record, the actual records room.
I was trying to see if there's anyone like currently like in this facility. Like I don't know how big it is or anything like that, but I'm wondering if there are like higher ups who are like that we might run into, or if it's just
Picture
all
a
guards.
full office building.
Okay.
Like the Hall of Records is gigantic. There's
Okay.
ways in and out and around, down, past, over, under.
Okay.
There's always going to be an extra route you can go through.
Okay.
And there's several people here whose jobs aren't in this super secret segment.
Got it.
Where the Sumreal Dominion keeps the records of its illicit activities.
Okay.
And I'm assuming that like we probably chose a time that was like after hours, so that was what I was getting at. If like someone is here now, something's up.
Yeah.
Like they're either hiding something or coming back from a mission. So that's what I was trying to find out, if there was like someone in the super secret part.
In the
down
super
here with
secret
us.
part? Yes.
there is.
You can spot you can even track. If you realize that if you knew the actual layout right now, you could tell that there's people who are actually going through, and you're watching the result of them basically swiping a key card and badging door to door.
Yep, that's what
Got
I
it.
was looking for exactly. Does it look like they're coming like on a trajectory for us?
You have no idea.
Okay, so
It's
they're just
not.
kind
It's
of like
not a map.
Oh,
It's a list.
okay.
I thought it was a map.
Okay, okay, got it.
You're seeing. Think of it like a list or a database view.
Got it.
So you're spotting is this door turned green, this door shut, this next door turned green. You're able to see you think there's probably somewhere between 15 and 40 people in here, depending on how long they're staying in individual rooms.
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got it.
And they're spending some time in individual rooms. They're not just like, it's not like this one goes, this one goes, this one goes, this one goes.
Sometimes you'll get 3 at once, and
Okay.
it'll stay unlocked for the next 20 seconds. Sometimes one will unlock and lock immediately. Sometimes one will lock and then unlock immediately again.
Are there any rooms in the list that appear, and we might not know this if it's mainly a list of doors, but are there any rooms in the list that appear to have a lot of people in them, like a cafeteria or like a large office?
All of the large office and cafeteria rooms are all meant for the upstairs,
Less secure areas.
the
Got
public
it.
area.
Got it.
Do we just flat out see the room of records on this?
Yeah, is it labeled?
Yeah. And that's the one that was last accessed 5 days ago.
Okay, so
That's what I was trying to say.
These people like binging bonging around.
It doesn't
that
look
door
like
is
they're
not.
going. No,
Okay,
that door's not doing the bing bong.
okay, okay. So,
Technical term.
but we don't technically know where it is because it's not a map. Okay, cool.
Have any of you ever been to the room of record, to the actual records room?
I doubt it.
I'm going to say no,
Would
because
we
otherwise
have-
this would be really easy.
Yeah, I wouldn't think we would.
We'd know where everything is and how to
Yeah.
get there.
I mean, this is a facility we've been in before, I assume, which is why I'm so confused as to why these guards just rush us. We were picking a lock that does make sense.
Yeah, I bet they have a way to know, like, oh, it's a person being badged through versus, like, the lock just like, bing.
Yeah.
Well, and let's not forget, we were on camera ripping out a portrait. I said that
I don't
weird.
see what that has to do with this.
I'm saying there's some sort of security somewhere where they can see us and our faces are on camera.
Not for long. Let's go.
Dun 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 dun.
Southern country lawyer.
I head through the
I'm
door.
just a southern agent.
You make it through the doors. Which one of you would like to roll for getting to where you're going?
I'd be happy to.
Okay, so pull 2d6.
2d6. I would like to add one for awareness.
Okay, one for awareness. This
And
is definitely a group action. You are working together.
Could I add one for infiltrate?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'll
So
give you
because have
infiltrate.
infiltrate.
Yeah.
And then I you said that the map is not lining up. So can I not use my map anymore?
You can still use your map,
Okay.
but it wasn't making sense for where you were.
Okay.
It's as simple as you step through a couple of doors and all of a sudden you go, "Oh, I'm on the King of Hearts,"
Okay.
and you can start following it again.
Cool. Then I will use my map to knock it down a notch.
So 4d6 for a 5+. Anybody else have gifts they want to offer?
I don't have anything.
All right, let's hit it.
You already have a sword.
I have a 5, a 4, a 3, and a second 3.
But the 5 is what counts.
5 counts.
You get a little bit further, and you realize, as you start to go through, there's a couple of spots. You've been in this hallway before. Not like before when you visited coming back from your last mission. You were in this hallway 40 seconds ago. As you're moving through, you check the door you didn't take last time. And you spot the first truly labeled door. And in gold plating right on front, records and dossiers.
I open it.
It's locked.
Lockpicks!
Before that, I do have a guard's badge.
Oh, that's
Oh,
smart.
that's right.
I was going
Yeah,
to
you
check
do too, I
it
forgot.
quick.
I do too, also, yeah.
See if it opens it. If it doesn't open it, I think it's lockpick time.
Roll 2d6.
Me?
This is a chance roll for me.
Just flat roll.
Just flat roll. I just need to know what the numbers are.
I roll a 1 and a 2.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, the badge doesn't do anything.
Sick.
Had you rolled a 6, the badge would not have done anything.
Wow.
Wow, okay.
Why'd you make me roll?
Because I needed the number. I
Okay.
wanted a random chance of something else kind of unrelated happening down the line.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
So,
Lockpick, right?
lockpicks,
lockpick.
infiltration.
Underworld?
I love that Underworld could be anything and also
here's
nothing.
here's the thing.
We are underground. Probably.
I will give you one or the other. But here's the question: which part of your training was better? Was it your time in your within your working with your underworld contacts, or was it your time learning how to properly infiltrate buildings?
I think it was the infiltration. Yeah. Yeah, that would make more sense to me. Okay. So infiltration I got, and then we'll knock it down with my lockpick. So that's a 5.
I can't time you up keeping watch.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, let's see what we can do here. Oh, a 6, a 4, and a 2.
Nice.
Yeah. Not my best time, but doing all right here.
You finally get through. The door creaks open, and it's just as majestic as you could have ever pictured. And it's surprisingly colorful considering just the drab gray that this entire building has been. There's no light from inside, but smoke gently pours out as the door creaks open. You step inside. These file cabinets are all labeled. Locations. Finances. Resources. Personnel. You get to the personnel files. You each search through and find your dossier. As you read through, you realize the Dominion's been keeping much, much closer eye on you than you thought. They can see you, they have notes on you. They have notes on your psych profile. They have notes on your families and how to use them for leverage. They have notes on how you are going to get away. Which one of you has a lighter?
I do. The flask was part of a flask lighter combination.
Like for instant Molotov cocktail if you needed it?
Well, my grandfather smoked cigars, but
Okay.
Yeah, we do what we do. But yeah, we'll say I have a lighter.
You take the time to read through your own files. You recognize some of it. Your time in training, your achievements, the life you lived in between. You wonder what's worth keeping and what's best forgotten. Are the skills you now possess, though useful, worth the evil they served? Are the gifts, though a comfort, enough to aid you in the days ahead? You realize that in order to get away, you don't have room in your heart for both. And that's where we're cutting for part 1.
All right. Thank you for listening to Table It. You can find us at micro_RPGs on Twitter or email us at microrpgs@gmail.com. Please submit games you'd like to hear us play with the subject line New Game. Our theme this episode is Chill Vibra Jazz by Danydory.